a friend of mine recently called me and he was telling me about how he was quitting social media for good. And I can't help but admire it because I remember back around 2 years ago, I used to be so addicted to social media. And just like my friend, as he was telling me, I felt empty. Like genuinely, I felt disappointed in myself every single day just because I literally couldn't turn one button off of my phone just to actually get stuff done. It's a horrible feeling knowing that you're controlled by a single app. For me, it was always YouTube, but for you, it might be something else. And, as my friend was telling me all this, it really reminded me of my younger self because, as I mentioned, I used to be a huge fiend. Not only was I scrolling for 8 to 12 hours a day, I was also an iPad kid, which wasn't helpful to me at all, right? Obviously, my attention span has been fried. But slowly and surely, I've been recovering over the years. And I remember one massive hiccup I went through, which I told my friend about and I want to tell you about as well, was that when I would relapse on this journey to get over my social media addiction, when I would relapse, I would feel so upset in myself. I would genuinely feel like I was a failure just because I messed up 1 or 2 days in a row. And just feeling that emotion over and over again, because this is a huge thing. I was addicted to it for years, scrolling for 8 to 12 hours a day for years, and then trying to cut it off cold turkey. You can guess what happened. I would keep coming back to it, even when I would scroll for less time. Like I would literally make progress, only scroll for 6 hours a day. I would still feel upset with myself. And the funny part is that when I would feel upset, like disappointed in myself, the very next day, I'd end up scrolling even more because I want to escape those feelings. Social media is called escapism for a reason. I literally wanted to escape my problems. And so the actual biggest lesson I can teach you if you're going through this same situation I was in, which is exactly what I told my friend there, don't get upset when you relapse. In fact, it's actually part of the process. Let me explain. So let's say you've been scrolling for 3 years now, or probably even more, let's be real. But you've been scrolling all of this time. At this point, it's an addiction. It's not a simple habit at this point. It's literally an ingrained addiction into your brain. You can't quit it cold turkey. In fact, as you're going through the process of cutting it out of your life, you can only expect that you'll relapse, right? That's part of the process. And actually, the more you relapse, that just shows you that you're making more and more progress. Because before, you would be scrolling for 8 to 12 hours a day. That'd just be your normal day, right? But when you relapse, that's literally just showing you that this is how you used to live and you hate it. It's literally just giving you more motivation to keep going. And I'll give you a pro tip here. I wish I knew this. This could save you months of your life. Whenever you relapse, you usually have an urge or desire to do it, right? When you get that urge or a desire, what you can do to actually avoid it and actually get past it, instead of trying to fight it off and trying to fight a mental battle with yourself, which you're not going to win, by the way. You're not going to win a mental battle against yourself. Instead, what you need to do is embrace it. Accept the urge, accept the desire for what it is. And I literally have a note on my computer reminding myself of this. Just breathe. It's literally just an urge that it's gonna go away. And the craziest part about all of this, when you fight it off, when you try to fight it off, you just end up thinking more about it, and so you'll eventually relapse. But when you actually accept the urge or the desire, which in super basic terms, accepting it literally just means saying it out loud, either in your brain or literally physically, oh, I just want to scroll right now. And you can even laugh it off a little bit. The difference between trying to fight it. No, I'm not going to scroll. I'm not going to scroll. Versus, oh yeah, I just want to scroll right now. This one, you're going to be fighting it. You're going to be thinking more about it. And eventually you're going to fall to it. Even if not today, it'll probably be tomorrow. But with accepting it, you literally just say it out loud. Oh yeah, I just want to scroll. And in 10 seconds, the urge goes away. Not even playing. Because when you accept it, you're literally just allowing the thought to pass. When you're fighting it, you're staying on that thought and allowing it to grow and fester in your brain. So, super easy, like 2 huge lessons I gave for you when you're fighting this addiction yourself. First of all, don't get upset when you relapse. It is just part of the process. Your goal should be to identify what made you relapse in the first place and either remove it or replace it. And this number 2 helps with that. When you do eventually get an urge or desire, which you will, when you get an urge or desire, accept it. You can literally just label it in your head and breathe. In 10 seconds, it will go away and then you could just get back to whatever you were doing. This second step by itself could have saved me months of not only hardship, but straight up pain. Because when you're relapsing, it genuinely feels painful, you know? And I truly urge you, please use this advice. Again, I spent multiple years fighting this off myself, and now I'm in a much better place. In fact, I'm actually a procrastination coach, and I help other people stop procrastinating, and specifically to stop scrolling. Now, this advice is great, honestly. These 2 steps by itself will truly help you. I can guarantee that. Now, if you want a shortcut and actually get rid of your addiction faster, I can help you. I personally had to go through this journey all by myself, but I wish I could have had someone to help me and guide me through it, and it probably could have saved me months of my life. Honestly, if not years at this point. So, if you would like to shortcut that progress and get a helping hand to make it all easier for you, I got you. I can help you get rid of your scrolling addiction now. And if you want to go ahead and get a free consultation with me, completely for free, you can do so by clicking the link in the description